the game we have today. A battle that puts the spotlight on these two great institutions as we wait to see who will walk out with a sharp piece of hardware. Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Badgers will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Minnesota's offense will go on the attack first. A ton of classic finishes in this storied rivalry. Wisconsin won a tight game a year ago.
And that means so much to the fan base. It doesn't matter what the score was, but winning Paul Bunyan's axe. You might score 6 points. Their fans have been smiling, they've been laughing, they've been celebrating for 365 days, and they want to do it for a whole nother year.
No doubt. And listen, in rivalry games, I know it sounds stupid, but you can't throw out the record because the emotion runs deep. People remember this year after year. Who won the Paul Bunyan axe? This will be a big day to try to regain that axe again.
And the Golden Gophers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll give it to the back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Off the play fake on first down. On target. At the 35, he's loose. Turning it on. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. To the ground with the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. This defense backed up, goal to go, and the crowd's giving them some juice. Under fire. Buys a little extra time. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. The run up the middle, looking for the score. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Turning to the running game here on third and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Minnesota!
No bones about it on that third down and goal. You knew exactly what they're doing. We're not kicking field goals. We're here for touchdowns, and it is a physical run. He lowers his shoulder right between the tackles, gonna get in the end zone. Way to start this football game for this offense.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So it's an 80-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Wisconsin Badgers offense has the ball for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are...
Intercepted! Oh, what a play! Got room on the return. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Takes the easy one to the back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Golden Gophers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lewis. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Let's take a minute just to think about Minnesota. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations, and this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
The defense just gives back its mini victory of forcing the field goal try with the roughing the kicker penalty, and now they'll have to come up with a stop in the red zone. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. The give from the gun. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Pulls and fired complete. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Picks up the 1st down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Badgers just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Oh, they're after him. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
And the Badgers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. And after that incompletion, they are left with a 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Lofts one deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They kick it away on 4th down. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. On target over the middle. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And the spin move was sweet and athletic, but not necessarily that productive. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Pulls it and fires to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Listen to this place. Oh, man, they love their Badgers. Third down coming. Searching forward on the sneak.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. A strike downfield. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Badgers are marching down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback keeper. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Badgers decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up of 6. And the Golden Gophers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. To the air, it's Claiborne. Fires to the tight end. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires complete on the crosser. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he's got it inside the 35.
Man, this guy has had an amazing year all season long. He has stepped up and made plays for his team when they needed it most. And with that last completion, he's now crossed 4,000 yards passing for the year.
They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Power football with the run. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Wide open downfield. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Golden Gophers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The Golden Gophers will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Trying to barge their way in. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll run it on third and goal.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got to play you practice all.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Navy is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to watch.
Going right to work up top.
They're trailing by just 4 to Charlotte. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He's got him. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Badgers will send out the punt unit. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically, he lobs one high down the left side. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
To the air, it's Claiborne. He's got it. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Backed up now, here's second and long. Here's the handoff. Got room to work. There he goes. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. Second and 7. He's got it on the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Golden Gophers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Off-play action on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Breaks the tackle. He's piled up 82 yards rushing so far in this one, and he's closing in on 1,200 for the season. Completes it in the middle. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. It's complete to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. It's complete to the right. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. And the Golden Gophers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Minnesota!
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. These old rivals have gone at it for a long time, first meeting way back in 1890. It is the most played rivalry at the highest level of college football.
Yeah, you're right, Reese. And even though this game has...
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Running back searching for a hole. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Dropping back, it's Claiborne. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
Wisconsin, 0.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Snags it quickly on the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're dealing with a second and long. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say it's out of bounds, an incomplete pass. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. They're setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Badgers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch right at the 50. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Back to throw, it's Claiborne. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Minnesota! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Getting set for the point after. And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that.
Wisconsin, 0.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. This drive will open from the 15.
First and 10.
They think they can create space here with the run to the right. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. The Badgers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged out of the air. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Timeout, Wisconsin.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. He's down at the 25-yard line, waning moments of the first half. It is a first down.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
They go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Here comes the field goal unit. He splits the upright. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Handoff to the lone back. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, Paul Bunyan's axe on the line, and already Minnesota and Wisconsin have given us some stirring moments. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Minnesota and Wisconsin plays out.
The Golden Gophers will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. And I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, it looks to me like the offense made some adjustments at halftime. Only 3 points in the first half. But here we go in the first drive of this third quarter. And this quarterback looks locked in. Really nice throw there to pick up the first down.
He's got the tight end. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. The lone back's got it. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Quick release by the QB. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Out of the gun, they give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've started a pretty good drive. This will be the 7th play, but they need to convert 3rd and 5. It's a draw. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Give to the running back. Got the first down and more. Give him 109 yards on the ground so far, and he is closing in on that 1,200-yard mark for the season. Back to throw, it's Claiborne. Working that left side now. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. The RPO, it's complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He'll keep it himself. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Golden Gophers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Golden Gophers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Right back to the well. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And fellas, I tell you, the Gophers are starting to give the Badgers the business end of that axe.
Yes, they are, Reese. I tell you what, the Gophers taking the lead in this rivalry game late in the ball game. Palmer, they are set up with the way they're built. They're in a good spot.
Yeah, when you think back to all the great games in this rivalry between these two schools, it usually comes down to the team that's the most physical. And so far here, it's been the Gophers being physically dominant in the trenches.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
2 teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. Baylor took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week, and the end result was a focused group of Bears that fired on all cylinders. Fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
Breaks into the open. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. And the Badgers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Minnesota! The defense putting points on the board.
And linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
49, Wisconsin, 6.
This axe means so much to both Minnesota and Wisconsin. But, Jesse, my question is, have you ever used an axe?
Improperly, and I almost chopped off my ankle once upon a time. You know, in Canada, we have to use axes quite often. We have fireplaces and it gets really cold. But not like this axe right here. None as valuable or as important to thousands and thousands and thousands of people the way that Paul Bunyan's axe is.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Back to pass on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. The Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Got the first down and still on his feet. He now has 72 yards on the ground, and he is well within striking distance of a 1,200-yard rushing season. Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. The give. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Now the play fake. Big fella moving. Into the house. Touchdown, Wisconsin. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And he added the extra point. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
13.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Back to pass, it's Claiborne. Finds a man in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Leaves it with the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Hand off from the shotgun. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9. Trying to pick up a first down.
Third down coming.
We reach the break. It's Minnesota holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the right. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. The offense set for a first down play. They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Finds his man in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Pouncey. Right down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pulls it in down the middle. Finds a seam. The tap. Touchdown, Badger. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
Lining up to add another.
On for the extra point.
And it's perfect. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
Minnesota 52, Wisconsin 20.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. To the air, it's Pouncey. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Turning it on. Got the first down and more. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. The give to the tailback. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Brings up 2nd down.
Finds a spot in the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Golden Gophers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll send the tight end in motion. He'll do it himself. At midfield, he's got room. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Golden Gophers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. Finally brought down. But what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
The give to the back. Plows through the defense. There he goes. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Badgers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll give it to the back. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. Trying to pound their way in. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front. On 2nd and goal, they go right back to it. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Man, we've been anticipating this top 15 matchup all week. Let's show you how things are playing out. Texas A&M is totally getting wrecked today. You bring Johnny Football back here in his prime, and even he wouldn't change the outcome of this one. They're trailing by 14 to Texas.
Back to pass, it's Pouncey.
It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you could just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think...
Trying to burn this defensive back. He's got it inside the 15. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Wants to throw on first down. finds his tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
From the gun on third down. Oh, sticks that big mid up there and grabs it. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Defense just can't cover this guy. We've seen it all game long, whether it's man coverage, zone coverage, double coverage. They cannot find an answer for him. He's already got over 150 yards.
Breaks into the open. They stop him at the 22. 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Made a defender miss. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. They're working that left side. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Brings up third and goal.
Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete. A fourth quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on fourth and goal. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Offense is stopped.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Snap it to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Golden Gophers come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. The give on the inside. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the second time. He will make the fair catch just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll start this drive at their own 48. A hand to the running back. Runs through a tackle. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. They'll give it to him again. Showing off the arm. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And so in this old-school, heated Big Ten rivalry, Paul Bunyan's act will be headed to Minnesota as the Gophers outlast the Badgers. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.